Chillo there, H+III+T to boot that dang on time. Let me start this video out by quoting Kill Switch Engage. It won't be long, we'll meet again. That's neither here nor there. But, welcome to another edition of Dang on Lap or Trap. Lap is good, trap is bad. You know how this jive goes on my Dang on channel. I'm here to review Dang on the game Documentary 2. Now, I don't apologize for taking long because I had to live life, so that happened. That's the best, neither here nor there. So, Documentary 2, let's just go ahead and get the foolishness out of the way. Let me do the ceremonial. This is a trap.
It's a trap.
My goodness, is this a trap? Now, let me tell you why I didn't like it. Go ahead and thumbs down and leave your trash talk to begin with. And those who would like to stay and have a conversation, please stay and have a conversation with me. There was some failure down here, but you didn't see it. That's not here or there. So the game, Documentary 2, it's a trap. The reason why it's a trap is for so many various reasons. I want to start by saying that I can tell there's a lot of effort on here. From the packaging, which we talked about to great depth, to a lot of the tracks from a production side. And I'm not talking about the beats, I'm talking about actually like mixing things and putting things together. I can tell there's a lot of effort from this. You hear in this very 50 Cent style, and you're going to hear me say this a lot, mentioning Curtis Jackson, but that's neither here nor there. In a very 50 Cent style fashion, you start out and we're going to kill someone randomly because they disagree with something we agree with. Okay, let it slide. I said, okay, that's fine. That's fine. It's just an intro. I'm sure that won't be the main point of the entire album. We go into track 1, On Me. The beat's alright. Game's flow is interesting, but I was like, I've never heard Game spit like this, almost like a staccato type thing. Like, what's going on here? Then all of a sudden, literally 30 seconds into the song, here comes freaking Kendrick Lamar. Now, how to ruin your album 101 is have Kendrick Lamar on it, but that's not here nor there. But I thought this was the Game's album. When I purchased this album, I thought I was going to listen to him. Instead, track after track, I found myself listening to just about everyone but Game. And you know, I didn't like it as a whole, and there's reasons for his performance for why I didn't like it, but let's just start with, I thought this was your freaking album. Is this a compilation project, or is it you? And I'm not going at you personally. Sir, I'm sure you are a great person. Don't hurt me, okay? I can't fight. Don't hurt me. Please, I'm not bashing you as a person. I'm just reviewing your dang on product that you gave me, man. I'm not feeling it. Every single track, when he was doing a decent job and it wasn't total struggle bus city, him with these freaking struggle bars, when I was actually kind of vibing with his flow, because what he was saying didn't interest me at all, but his flow, I'd start to get into the track, then here comes the feature, and he doesn't come back. But if he does come back, okay, maybe for once, the feature is not painful for me to sit through. The song is at about 3 minutes now. Then Game comes back and spits a 2-minute verse. Why is almost every song on here 5 minutes? Tracks are going on too long. It's like there's too little a Game, then there's too much. One time where I was actually okay with everything is the song, I don't know what the track is, but when he's arguing with that girl and they're having the back and forth, I was loving it. Okay, I don't know if you consider that a feature, but the back and forth, oh, that's cool, it's a storyline, you're actually talking about something, awesome. But then what happens? There's a beat switch up at the 3-minute mark, and it's a completely different song, but Game doesn't even come back. You forget it's a freaking Game song. Isn't this supposed to be legendary? What are y'all talking about? I'm not freaking saying it. So that's on the, oh, and why is Future on here? Isn't he from Atlanta? Now the whole vibe of a bunch of East Coast artists West Coast artists I was getting, it's more TDE in here than a dang on good kid in a mad city. Putmaster. But gosh dang it, how does Future even fit into the formula of this? Now the tone of the album, I get it. Laid back West Coast type stuff. But if you're gonna have that, you gotta have you have to have another element of substance. You've got all this production, and by production, okay, now I'm talking about the beats. You've got all these beats behind it that are giving the tone of, okay, you know, Tupac type stuff, riding back with the top down Hollywood Boulevard. Okay, I'm getting that vibe. But what is he talking about? Freaking shooting people. Oh, guess what gang he's a part of? I bet you couldn't guess by second number 30. Guess what gang the game is a part of? Leave a comment down below. I bet you couldn't guess it. I bet you couldn't guess what gang he's in. Are you kidding me? Garbage. Everything wrong with the world you can lyrically find on here. This is this should be called Stereotype Soundtrack number 2. Because this is disgusting. I like gangster rap. I like 50 Cent. I like Jay-Z. This is disgusting. This is an insult. And he can't even rap. Dude can't even rap. Saying stupid stuff like, oh, this is a documentary too. You can keep the change though, 50 Cent. That's a pun I would make. Jokingly. Horrible. This is... I'm going to get the second one just because technically I have not heard the full project because there's a second part. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to trade this piece of garbage in for part 2. Hopefully Wayne's hook, I heard he doesn't even have a verse. Hopefully Wayne's hook is able to save that atrocity I know I'm going to have to sit through. This is just stupid. It's mindless garbage. At least with Future, I will give him that that's just his trap lane. At least with the Soulja Boy, that's just what he does. Are you trying to tell me this is a legendary rapper? Where? And you're gonna have multiple tracks back to back, no Drake, talking about, oh, I'm gonna shoot this person because he doesn't agree with the color shirt I have on, or all the red Ferraris I have. But then you're gonna have at the end of the album, yo, let's stop the gang violence. This some what, after 19 tracks, you tell me you're gonna shoot me? If I happen to walk by gang with the blue shirt, you're gonna kill me? But because you want to get your little public service announcement. And how is it a public service announcement when you got will.i.am singing the N-word? Is that gonna get on the radio? Who are you giving back to there? This is disgusting. If I had kids, I wouldn't let them listen to this. And you know what? You can call me a nerd. You can call me a square. That was a rectangle. You can call me a square all you want. Okay, maybe I'm just a nerd. Maybe I'm just a little spoiled rich kid in the suburbs who doesn't get gang mentality. Oh, freaking well, I'm not ashamed of that. I'm not ashamed that I've got a future. Well, I'm going to try to get to it. Hopefully. If gang doesn't freaking shoot me for disagreeing with him. The point is, I'm not afraid to say, this is not good. This is not good. America, this is not okay. I'm not afraid to say that. And I don't care what you say in the comments. I don't care if you dislike. I'm going to freaking stand up. I'm out of the camera shot. Let me sit back down. I'm going to metaphorically stand up and say, I do not approve. This is more than a trap. This is concerning. I'm going to give the second part a chance because, again, I have not listened to the full project yet since there were 2 parts. But I will be trading this in because there is not 1 second of decency on here. Not 1 second. And again, he's not even that good of a rapper. Like, comment, subscribe, H+III+T. It's a trap for me. I know everybody disagrees with me, and it is too late to say leave your feedback below because I'm sure this is the most thumbs down video I will ever get in my entire life. My bad for being a decent human being and not promoting violence. I'm sorry. I'm the bad guy here. My apology. Like, comment, subscribe, H+III+T. Hopefully this video doesn't get taken down and I don't get shot over this, but that's neither here nor there. Okay, let me just say to the world, to the freaking world, okay? Don't do drugs. Don't be in a gang. Don't do any of that. There are other ways to a quote-unquote successful life than the mentality being drilled into people's heads nowadays. You don't have to sell what Future's selling. You don't have to do the stuff that you see that French Montana guy doing. And you know what I'm talking about. You don't have to do that stuff. And if I gotta be the voice of reason here, then gosh dang it, I'll be the voice of reason. Like, comment, subscribe, H+III+T. That was disgusting, you guys. I'm not even mad. That was just disgusting. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves.